loves, welcome back to my channel. I'm going right into my e-file and taking off the color here. We're doing a fill. Ended up being a little bit more than a fill, more of a full set in time range, but there's a broken nail that I need to fix and there's lots of lifting. So I need to address all of that lifted area. My client ended up picking out a shimmery lavender color with a white accent nail with some pretty tropical flowers. Using this Koopa bit has been a very saving grace for me. It takes off the color quite fast, and so my time goes really fast with taking off product. So this is a Koopa bit, and see how I am using my finger to place on my other finger? Well, that gives me more control to, because you don't want to slip or anything on your client. Here is a part where it's very lifted, so I had to work on that quite a bit in that area. Sometimes it's very time consuming getting those lifted areas, but it is much needed so the product doesn't lift when you put other product on, and it lasts a great while. These nails have lasted her, I think we decided 3 weeks was the time, and so she's gone without a fill for that long, and they've stayed on quite well. I use various techniques to prevent lifting. I also use a variety of products that I love to prevent lifting. Okay, so here's her broken nail. She was getting a box out and it fell or something like that, and she broke it. So I'm getting all of that product off because it doesn't need to be on there. You can use a tip or a form to give it that strength that you need and start it out, but I chose to use a form. I'll let you watch me work for the time being and all the prep. I'm taking down the product. She wants them a little bit shorter. And we're going with more of a coffin shape. Here is my Perigium stone. I'm just getting all that dead skin off. Just cleansing with my mani brush and some alcohol. Here is a little trick for you. See that bowl on top of the monomer? That is to prevent it from, you know, the smell going around when I'm not quite ready for it. But now I'm making a tip form, you know, on the form, and with the acrylic. This is Young Nails Speed Clear, Young Nails monomer, and I have really grown to love this product. Now I'm doing her other hand with the Phrygium stone, and I'm pinching the thumb with the pincher so I can shape and taper in that coffin shape. Here is the primer base. It's called TACk, and this helps adhere any product to the acrylic. Just taking a bead, making sure not to get it into the cuticle area, patting it down, wiping the sides. It should flow right down to the tip. Putting my second bead on the tip, brushing it upward. Now I'm finished filing on this hand, filing and shaping, going from side to side, and then the free edge, and then over top. Getting out those lumps and bumps so it's nice and smooth. Also, I took my bit and went around the cuticle area so it's nice and tight and neat. Again, I'm using TACk before I put on the gel polish for a secure adhesion. Now we're getting this girl some color. I do about 2 coats of every color, and her accent nail is going to be white, so I skipped over that one. And I do thumbs very last. Reds, whites, blacks are very hard to cure. For some reason, they just probably have more of a pigment, and so it just needs a little bit more curing time. But these first layers need to be extra thin and very, very smooth. Here we're starting on her flowers, and we started out with green, but then we started adding some blue to it, and it made for a beautiful flower. These are Young Nails paints, and I love them. They're so pigmented. All they need is a 10-second cure. So now I am starting on the other flower. We chose like a peachy color. On the other hand, we did the same flower at the bottom, and then we did a pink color for the other one. Now I'm taking my striper brush, going in the middle, and making some just fine lines all the way around in the middle. It just adds that extra detail. We added a swirl leaf and it just gives that tropical look. In little teeny tiny dots to add more detail. Then we're gonna add the rhinestones next. I'm getting my gummy jelly and placing a dot in the middle of the flowers. Then placing the gems on the flowers. And top coating all the way around. This is a no wipe top coat. So there's no need to take off the inhibition layer. We're making it a fine glossy glass look. Finishing touches, guys, that's what it's all about. Give your client that wow factor. Now we're adding the rose cuticle oil from Young Nails. Smells divine, and here is our finished look. Hope you enjoyed, guys. Thanks for watching.